Okay, I've got the microphone on. Hopefully it's working. And out comes the black stuff. Out of Fuego. And there's my email saying I'm now live. I think that's good. Oh no, it's DrFox2000. Thanks, Piggy. Okay, the question is, can you hear me? Oh, okay. I'm hoping that you can hear me. You're live. Yes, I'm live. But can you hear me? That's the important part. Somebody says, yup. Yup what? Oh, Sarah or Sue says, I hear, yes, I hear you. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. And wonderful, wonderful. 5 by 5, according to BMAT. Excellent stuff. Anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you on board today. And it's a little quieter day today than it has been in the couple of last, well, our last day, of course, yesterday being quite exciting with the eruption happening at Etna. So, welcome everyone. Anyway, I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is the Volcano Eruption live stream. Glad to have you all on board. And I'm going to say hi to my moderators first off. I do see Arizona Snowman. Piggy is in there, and I do believe I seen a C&D boy. I'm not sure if I seen him or not, but I know Arizona and Piggy are here. So, anyway, I didn't see Paulzilla either, come to think of it. But that is all good. I'm sure they will be along. So, anyway, welcome to each and every one of you. Glad to have you guys on board. And of course, what you're seeing shaking on the screen there is Fuego. And Fuego has been blasting away when the clouds are away. And it's been kind of interesting to watch it. But the only difficulty we have, of course, is it's windy out, and that shakes the camera somewhat and really messes with you if you're watching that screen a little too long. Anyhow, I'm going to say hello to everyone shortly here. Before I do that, Linda, and we'll get Linda's cookies out there. Linda was first again today. Which is absolutely awesome. Glad to see that. And there you go. Linda's got some extra cookies. And we are good. Kim disease, my end. Oh my God, Dodger. I hope you're not suffering from that Kim disease stuff. Aurelio, easy on that Pepsi. Too much and we'll have a burping issue here. Anyway. Glad you guys are all on board. Hey, there's Paulzilla. I see him now. So he's definitely here. Anyway, I'm going to start saying hello to all the wonderful people before we get too many more in here, and then we won't see them all. You need to put your hat, hard hat on. Just saying, try it. Trev. I will. Not just right now. I'm going to say hi to people though. So, speaking of Trev, well, Trev T is here, of course, as well. And by the way, Trev, I was busting a gut laughing at that. It was hilarious. And yeah, we're going to show it. Don't worry. Anyway, so Trev T is here. Blue Moon is in the house. And we also have Lucas Snow is here, Henry Nelson, Sarah Miles, Kevin Haynes, Bo is here, Old Nick made it in, Lisa W is here, welcome, Paul Williams also here, Echo the Bot is here. Did I say Kevin Haynes? Yes, I did. Lloyd is also here, Aurelio Perez made it in. Linda, of course, got the cookies, so that's all good. Kevin Haynes, I think I said that already. Big Dog also in the house. Dodger, I hope that buffering issue went away. We are sending out proper levels on the stream rate, and anyway, we'll get into something because I had to reload my software in the other stream. I have to I'm grumpy because they have a setting in there that automatically fills up your hard drive if you're not watching what it's doing. And it filled it up, and I just had to go delete about 300 gigs of useless information. That should make that other computer work a little bit faster. Anyway, Old Mummy of Hamsters is also here. Sue Hayes made it in as well. Craig Thor also here. Sarah Miles. Paul Williams we got already. Lookin' Simone, welcome. And going up a little bit more. Did I say Grandma B? I hope I did. If I didn't, Grandma B's here. And welcome, Grandma B. Going up some more. Sandra B made it in, and going a little bit further, seeing who else snuck in. Dave Kruk also here. I did say B Matt earlier, but glad to have you on board, William. And looking at what else we have, a little further up. Going to see Tetra is in the house. Welcome back, Tetra. One Fish 26 also here. And Michael Sanborn, welcome back. Pamela Moncure also here. Welcome, Pamela. And Brian Perfectability 999 also made it in. Good to see you. Carrie Smith, welcome. Glad to have you on board today. And going up a little bit more, Lisa P. Frampton also here. Good to see you. And let's see, who else? Kate, welcome back, Kate. Glad to have you on board. And going up a little bit more to see who else I might have missed. Did I say Big Dog earlier? I think I did, but Big Dog and Dodger are both here, so we definitely have those guys nailed down. Going up a little bit more to see who else snuck in here. And let's see, going. Just scrolling up like crazy here to try to see if I see any more names, like Matthias. Welcome back, Matthias. Good to see you. Colin Deadman also back in the channel or the stream. And Lisa W says, like number 17. To be 17 again. Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful, Lisa? We could start the whole mess over. Oh, 17 with today's knowledge would really be good. So I think that would really trigger me wanting to become 17 again. And going up some more, trying to see who else snuck in. Craig Thor we got. And just sliding up, and I am up as far as I can see. The only other one up at top there is Sandra B, and I think I already got her. And going back down to the bottom here, did I say Henry Nelson? I'm sure I did. Okay, so let's see, who else might have snuck in, like Diane Craig. Welcome back. And Jairus is here today. Good to see you, Jairus. Nice of you to pop in. And Old Mummy of Hamsters saying hi to everyone, and Uncle Doc. Alrighty. And thanks and welcome, Old Mummy of Hamsters. Headley Man BC also here, as well as Billy Bob Joe. Good to see you guys. David Kota also made it back in. Old Nick, if I didn't say it already, welcome back. And going up a little bit more, I think I got majority of the other names for right now, and that is all good. So let's see. Oh, Yona is here. Welcome, Yona. Yona is from Iceland, of course, and glad to have you on board. Arliss Scott also made it in. And just trying not to miss anyone here, because you know, all our good people when they come in. And Hermione, welcome. Glad to have you back as well. And if I ignore people, then they feel left out, and I don't want anyone feeling left out here. We are one big happy lava family, so that's what we try to do, and keep everybody smiling and happy, and make things work for us. Anyway, Trev was eager to see what we can do with that Pepsi stuff. Oh, I think I hit the button too quick here. Yeah, I did. Darn it. Where is my... hang on, we got to put it back to where it was here. Oh, boy. Okay, let me see what I can do. I'm already making a mess. And just got started. Isn't that neat? Mark LaBarbecue also back in the house. Good to see you, Mark. Terry Flores, welcome. Let's see, I think we got most of you. I'm trying to figure out where the heck I put those cans. I know I saved them. Where did I stick them? How come I got TNT in here twice? Is this the one that I want to look at? No, that's not it either. Give me a second here. We'll figure this out. Definitely got to save that again. Apparently, it didn't save it right for some reason. Okay, we're going to do that, and we will save it again, and we will put it up there. And I got to do this one too. All right. Pardon me. Let me see if I can get those up there on the screen before we do anything else here. And it is just a blast. And by the way, since we are just getting into the start of the stream, I should remind everyone, take a look at the top of your chat box. And up there it should say top chat or live chat. That means you are watching the stream as it is right now, in progress and doing its thing. And if it happens to say top chat or live chat replay, that means you are watching the stream after the fact. So that means the stream would be over. And that means that you can no longer interact with those good people that are in the chat box, but you can still leave a message down below. And that should be a good indicator. If you do happen to see the messages down below, that's telling you that the stream is no longer live. Okay, that it's already over, done, recorded. Why is it windy, Dr. Fox? Well, you see, way back when, about a few billion years ago, something hit the Earth, and then a moon came about, and the Earth is spinning. Stuff like that, Paul. You got a couple years? I'll explain it to you. And Frosty username says it is 220220. In other words, 220, 220, 22. Or 2202222, which is exactly right. All right, and of course the funny stuff here. Hang on, I gotta load that other one yet before I do this. I'm gonna show you the funnies, but we have to do them one at a time here. So we'll get them all worked out, and a little bit of humor. And it is always good. So let's start out with what we're working on. This is the project that is in progress, and we don't want to tell anybody. It is kind of a secret project. So please do not tell Siggy. Okay, if anybody sees Siggy, you tell them not to look at this stream. We're doing something special. we're going to try to reactivate it. We're not just putting a couple of sticks down there. We're going to load it up real good. Anyway, good. Yeah, Fuego back now, if we can get it to do something. Yes, Fuego is back, but right now you're seeing what we're doing at Ragnar. We gotta encourage it to make it happen. So we're loading some special stuff in there, but that's not the one I wanted to show you. Trev did this one up from yesterday there, so he figured I should have a hat with cans on it. With Pepsi cans up top there. So I figured I'd show you guys that and just have a little bit of a chuckle. That's where we're at. Spray it with a water bottle and it works for cats. Okay, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to spray anything with a water bottle. We'll see sparks. Okay. You all know what happens if you get water on magma, right? The very, very, what? I didn't realize that was your color. No, it wasn't my color, Mars 2028. Definitely not. And those weren't even Pepsi cans. So, I mean, that's completely out of the picture. And we will have to do something in Photoshop to fix that. The Pepsi crown. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll try it. Anyway, what's the big news? Well, let's go around to our volcanoes kind of quick and see what we can find and where we can find it. And I think the obvious place that we want to start is Etna, because that was doing its thing. Now, this is from earlier today, and Etna is in the clouds, so we just are not seeing a heck of a lot. This is basically what we see in most of the screens. If I switch through, you can see snow and rain falling. In this particular shot, you notice that up on the hill here, and even down to this area and up there, snow. Lots and lots of snow happening at Etna. So, again here, this is from the other side, a little further shot away. And again, you can see how much snow they actually got there. That is below the cloud line. So unfortunately, visibility of Etna is extremely, extremely poor. And I tried to bring up the Stromboli cam, and that wasn't working either. So I'm not sure what to do with that. So Italy for us is right now, it's just not doing what it should. I did speak with Yvonne. No, hang on. I didn't. She was on earlier. Sorry. Yvonne was on earlier and definitely said that she was doing her things. Whoa, Boomer throws in a $5 super chat for Pepsi money. He says, that is awesome. Boomer. Okay, I'm just writing that down. Thank you kindly for that $5 super chat. Pepsi money. Yeah, that is cool. And matter of fact, that's what I went to go to the store to get, and that just about covers it. All good, all good. Anyway, so that's what's happening with our wonderful Etna right now, and we're kind of not seeing a heck of a lot, unfortunately. So not much we can do to fix that either, unfortunately. And it is what it is. Let's see if we can find a picture of Ragnar. And unfortunately, Ragnar has got some pretty bad weather there as well. But we will get one of the still cam shots up there. And that is right there. So that is what we see of Ragnar today. A little bit better as far as the snow does look like it's melted away a little bit, and we do see more black coming through. But as we scroll through here a little bit, that's a lot better shot. Lights it up in the foreground anyway. And we do see in the back, there's our Ragnar, and it is not doing anything right now. I would love to been out there to try to figure out what was going on earlier, but I don't think we've had anything. And I'm just scrolling the mouse wheel here to go through the days, or through the entirety of the day and nighttime shots. And we know we had some northern lights again in Iceland during the night, but that's not the crazy things. So anyway, rumble chart just in time, Paulazilla. That is what we want to bring up, and here we go. So we're going to have a look at this rumble chart, and I'm a little bit kind of going and actually I'm going to refresh this, even though I did have it just before the stream here. There we go. It was refreshed, and you notice this spike coming out of here. Well, spikes are usually caused by earthquakes. Okay, what's it say? Mars 2028. Forget the dynamite. Get some really big fans on Etna and yeah, sure, you want me to say that big awful name again. On semi, okay, so we can blow the clouds away. No, I don't want to blow any clouds away. We just want to make eruptions. Big fans are a waste of time. Mother Nature will take care of that. Yvonne is here. Welcome. Glad to have you on board, Yvonne, and good to see you. No, Craig Thor, that's quite all right. I'm doing just fine. Anyhow, as I was saying, the big spike here is what's interesting in the chart right now. Although we do see that everything shot up just prior to the spike, and then it started dropping off again, and then all of a sudden, bang, back down fairly quickly right after, or, well, it might have been already on the way down, but that quite definitely helped it along, I'm sure. Nevertheless, this is interesting to see, and the levels, yet we see very, very little activity happening at Ragnar, so it's very quiet that way. Let us get over to the earthquake maps, and this is what you notice that big circle right off the bat, and I am sure that you guys see it. This huge circle, and when we click on that, it tells us that it's a 4.75. That was 7.7 kilometers down. So that is what we've got there, and that happened at 10:11 Iceland time today, and that is really kind of wow, you know, when you see a big quake like that. And I wondered, you know, where exactly it was and stuff like that. And we know that it is at the what's it called up there, Bardabunga area, and that's what it is. Yeah, Bardarbunga, and that's pretty awesome. That's not too far away from Grimsvatn. So the other earthquakes in the area, 1.75 at 12.7 kilometers down. So those are fairly deep. This one is 10 kilometers down at 16 minutes after 10, just the 1.1. Here's the other 1.1, 11:36. That one was 4 kilometers down. This one here, 3.4 kilometers down, 2.3, and it happened at 10:14. So What time was this guy again? It was at 10:11. So these would typically be aftershocks. And let's see, we got a couple more here. 2.87. That would definitely be something. And this happened beforehand. So this may have been the predecessor to shake things loose and set up the stuff for the other one. Anyway, that is 7.3 kilometers down at 2.87, so fairly healthy shake. And then we have this 1.8, that is right in that same area, 4:36 a.m. But that one was very shallow, 1.1 kilometers. So makes you wonder, did something slip, or just up top there? Nevertheless, that is interesting to see such a large quake out there. And let's zoom into this area. This is Astja, and we do see this 0.8, 4.6 kilometers down, happened at 14:22 today, Iceland time, and then this 1.45 at 3.4 kilometers down at 14:22 as well. And if we zoom out a little bit, we'll just check up north here before we get too far into the other things. Give me a second here. Okay. So looking at these, 6.2 clicks down, 1.2 in magnitude, 12:34 Iceland time, and let's see, this 1. What did I say it was? 1.16. There we go. 10 kilometers down, 11:21 a.m. And then we have a couple more here. Just about 6 a.m. 1.1. and 4.6, or just about 4.7 kilometers down. The 1.2 right beside it, 5.6 kilometers, but that one happened much later, 17:05 in the afternoon, so, or that would have been evening already. A couple more here, 0.6 and 0.7, sorry, 0.7, 0.8, I think. 0.7 on this one, 9.4 kilometers down, 11:52 a.m. The 0.8 also same time frame, and 8.9 kilometers down. And we're forgetting that guy here, 6.2 kilometers down. A 1.2 happened at 12:34. So that gives us a few of what's in that area. Anyway, that's a huge quake for in there. We don't typically see that. And we do see some other ones along the way here. I'm only going to jump into the ones down in our area that we really want to look at. This is the Reykjanes Peninsula, and of course there's a bunch of little quakes there. This is Reykjavik, the capital city, Keflavik, the airport, and Keflavik, the town, and Reykjanesbar, and that is that area, and Grindavik down here. And we do see a 2 out here in the water, 7.5 kilometers down, happened at 3:23 a.m. Iceland time, which is pretty cool. This one here, 3:23 as well, 7 kilometers down, a 1.64. This one right in Grindavik, or very close. It is just a 5 kilometers down, and 2:43 a.m. on that little guy. This one here looking a little bit more interesting, because that is very close to where we want to be. It's only a 1 on the scale here, and it's 5.677 kilometers down at 14:45. So not sure if that would have been too late for that big spike we've seen, and I really do think that big spike is from the other quake, but we're going to look at that time on the spike again roughly to get an idea. This was just about 1 a.m. that this happened, 9.93 at 0.88 kilometers down. So not very far down. This one is a very shallow quake, and kind of makes a guy wonder what's going on there. How deep is this one? 3.8 clicks down, a 0.88 at 4:17 a.m. And that kind of gives you that idea. And let's see. What is this? This close to the highway, I suspect Irish monk has been driving around. We seen something similar not too long ago right in this area, so it's almost like a repeat. Magnitude 1, 2.5 kilometers down on that one, and at 57 minutes after midnight Iceland time, same time, 1.1, 4.2 kilometers down. This one here, very close to the same time, a little bit earlier, a 0.94, 5.4 kilometers down. And this one was a little later, 1:06 a.m., a 0.8, 4.4 kilometers down. And this 1.29 is 4.36 kilometers down at 1:56 a.m. So pretty interesting to see that. If we go to that map, and I'm actually going to refresh this one because I want to give it a fair shake. They didn't show anything out here at all, and I want to see if any of that is showing up. Oh yeah, there's a couple little spots now. We already seen that one, so we know what's going on there, and we don't see anything else over at Grimsvötn, and that big one, of course, being right there, 4.8. It was initially a 5.1 or 5.2, and they knocked it back down. So pretty interesting to see that. 3.4 kilometers on that 2.3 according to this one. And how far down is that? 7.7 kilometers, strength of 4.8. And that was at 3:11 a.m. So that would, I don't know if that would have been the right time for that spike in our chart there. So we'll take a quick look here because I'm curious. No, that 3 a.m. would have been way over here, so somewhere in that area. So that spike has got to be one of the local quakes that made that one. And I wonder if that spike is what caused this to shoot up. Because if you take a look here, these are, I think, about 4-hour increments or 2-hour increments or something. Yeah, hang on. How many is there? 10, 12 in there? Yeah, 2-hour increments, so that we should have seen a spike right here where it was dipping down. Actually, right where this shot up. That would have been that big quake right here. So if that caused the spike, that would make sense. So something shook the bell, if you want, and that was pretty neat. Okay, getting back to the chart though, and we'll zoom it back out. I just want to compare what they seen down here and see if we actually see some of these other little shakers. And let's check this 1.3. that was where we seen them on the other side of the road there, and we'll just have a quick look at that. 4.4 clicks down, 1856 Iceland time for that 1.3, and then this was the other one, and I swear that's got to be that Irish monk driving around there. 1.1 and 4.2 kilometers down at 1757. So that's kind of what those are looking like. And if we go back over here, and we did have this 1.1, and just kind of want to see where it is. It's up here on the hill. Now, our volcano, Ragnar, is sitting right about here, just beside the Geldingadalur logo, and that's about where it is. So having this in fairly close proximity is interesting. Happened at 7:45 a.m. a 1.1 magnitude, very small, and 5.7 kilometers down. So it would have been something way low and not going to cause any imminent or immediate eruptions anywhere. So that kind of gives you a lowdown on what that is, and let's zoom into this one and see. Siggy's house is over here, by the way, and so it's a little ways away from that one, 5 kilometers down, a 1 at 1943. So that is all right, and that was actually, yeah, that was actually on the 21st. And then this one here shows a 1.6 out here in the water, and I'm just curious when how deep that one is. 7.1 kilometers down, and at 20, and again, that was yesterday. So a couple of those were from yesterday, and we will leave that. Checking my time here. Okay, we're still good. And that is kind of what we got going on in Iceland. So our big star there, a big whopper of an earthquake, of course. 4.8 is what it was downgraded to. It was a 5 point something at first, and then realized by all the measurements that they went overboard by a little bit, but fairly close to the determinator, and definitely did its thing. Now again, our this side here is the North American plate, and this side here is the Eurasian plate, and the plate boundary is basically coming along the Reichen's Ridge here and working its way through, and it comes back out up top there, and it's kind of scattered. So, whoa, hey, what's this? That's not what I wanted to do. How did I do that? Oh, I gotta fix things now. Uh-oh, I broke it. I broke it. Yeah, I really did break it. I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, so that is what we've got, and there we go. All right. People throwing stuff in here. I'm guessing USGS does. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Jesse. I'm sorry. Don't let it get away. No, we don't want anything to get away. Downgrading. Oh, the downgrading? USGS does the downgrading as well, but this would have been in Iceland as well. When they compare all the different sensors, they're going to go with an average or mean, that mean level that they see out of it. So that's always important to take a look. Kate says 3-minute warning. Thank you, Kate. I do appreciate that. And all good. So Nancy Buchanan throws in what? Here's a little bit for Pepsi. Nancy, thank you. Really do appreciate that. Buchanan. All right. And $4.99 super chat. Thank you kindly, Nancy Buchanan. That's appreciated a whole bunch. Great stuff. Okay, so let's see where we can leave you for right now. We prefer a volcano, but one that is actually active. Mona Alfano is also in the house. Welcome, Mona, as well as Debbie. Is it Brady? Welcome. And Diona Fred also here. Jace Bushcraft also in here. How's your Italian food volcano doing? Oh, the Stromboli, unfortunately, their feed is down, and that is kind of annoying. And I've tried to see what's going on there, but to no avail. And right now it's nighttime, so they're not going to be showing anything. And actually, if we go to, oh, hang on, I wasn't supposed to go to that one. Go to this one, and and of course these are the other ones that we're trying to look at. This is Etna, and this is nighttime shot. So if we back it up to a daytime, this is kind of what the difference is, right? So at nighttime, you're not seeing a darn thing. This, of course, was the almost the best that we could see Etna today, and those clouds were continuing to cover it up and snow upon it. So that's what was happening. I think we did get a little bit of a clear time here. I think no more clouds. Doesn't surprise me though. And yeah, more billowing clouds just going right over top. So very little visibility for Etna, and of course this is from which camera is this? The west one, I do believe. And again, you can see that it was raining down in the lower elevations, snowing up in the higher elevations. So that's kind of what it was doing there in Sicily today. And we really don't have too much. And there you can see the snow falling. And yeah, that's pretty amazing. So it was definitely snowing there. And I hope they stay warm. And I hope Yvonne doesn't freeze. Oh, I hope it's warm, Yvonne. Anyway, that is all cool. And of course, this one was the other one that they had. I'm just trying to back it up a little bit so we can see something in the daylight. And it is break time for me. I know I'm supposed to be going on a break. Let's leave you somewhere. Fuego. I know it's shaky, but I'm going to leave you there. For those good people who have joined, if you are enjoying the show, please do hit that like button. It does help with the YouTube analytics. And for those who are new to the stream, if you do like this format and you want to see more of it, please consider subscribing if you feel we've earned it. And that way, if you hit that notification bell, you'll always get the call for when the stream is on. As long as YouTube does what it's supposed to, right? Anyway, we had 20C only a few days ago, and now that yesterday, and you're buffering a lot. I'm buffering a lot. My stream is steady as can be here. I'm sorry if it's buffering. It's not on my end. That is something that is happening with YouTube or something, or the network suppliers. I'm sending out a very solid signal right now, and I'm watching it as I'm talking, and it is right where it's supposed to be. So it makes me wonder what's going on. You know, because like I say, on my end, I'm seeing a solid connection here. Anyway, I'm going to leave it right here for right now. I'm going to go take a quick break. Then it's Sicily's network. Yeah, it could be Sicily. It could be YouTube. There's a lot of possibilities all the way along. I know YouTube was doing some funny stuff today. I had, all of a sudden, I was watching a video and they put on a commercial, and the commercial is no longer, and when you're watching it on theater mode, that's supposed to be almost as wide as the entire screen. All of a sudden, all I see is just this tiny little commercial in the middle of the thing, and I'm going, what? Buffering means something is buffering the wires clean. Yeah, buffing the wires cleaning. I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, all you good people, stick around. Hopefully the buffering will stop, and I will be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling, and I'm going to say don't have a food fight, but I'm not here, so I'm going to close my eyes, just like the snowman does. All right, I'll be back in 5. Don't go away. Thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and thank you for sticking around. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and yes, you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream, and I'm just trying to keep up with some of the comments. You may have noticed I switched from Fuego over to Popocatepetl, and Nancy Buchanan described it best. She says, "Oh, thank you, Dr. Fox. I know it's not erupting as much as Fuego, but Popocatepetl is easier to watch." And I do agree. I myself have a little bit of an issue with the thing going back and forth and shaking a little bit. And I don't want anyone to end up with motion sickness here. So that wouldn't be good. That would not be good. Anyway, I want to welcome a couple more people into the channel. Oz is here. Welcome, Oz. Glad to have you on board. I think I already said hi to Tetra. Leo Carlson also in here. Welcome, Leo. Cynthia made it in. Good to see you. And who else? Mona Alfano, and Berger. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you on board. Big Dog is also in the house. Maui Me also made it in, and that is good. Yeah, figures Fuego would blow the stock. Its stack as soon as Dr. Fox wasn't looking. Of course. It's Murphy's Law. That's how it works, isn't it? Anyway, let's see. Okay, we're good here. Anyway, let's get back at it. Let's see. Somebody else pop in. Uh-oh, Leo retracted something. I missed it. Darn it. Okay. Oh, did somebody else come in? Oh, Candica Love, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, I think we got most of. Oh, Lisa P. Frampton and Garabandal are both in here as well. And good to see you guys. Okay, good to have you on board. Anyhow, yes, looking at that one, it was a little easier to take. And before we go into other stuff, though, I did want to kind of mention that the only one that was really exciting this morning to watch or to get any kind of video from was Sumeru. And I am actually going to put on the recording from earlier today of Sumeru, and it should have the time on there. It is not the clearest of pictures because, of course, I tried to make it a little bit bigger. They only showed the very small portion of that screen. They have it divided into four, of course, but we did see what was going on there. It gives you the general gist of the situation, and there we can see that it was indeed still erupting and doing its thing. So that was in the wee hours. Actually, they are okay. That would have been 8:31 p.m. and of course 22nd. They're on the 23rd now, so they're in the future. I gotta talk to these people. They gotta have the winning lottery numbers for the future. In the future. Never mind. I'm kidding. I think that's good for them. I'm gonna let that run here for a minute. Looks like Vivian's devil lair. A devil lair? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the place where we shoot arrows with dynamite in there. Not a worry. But yeah, so this is what was going on there earlier today, and I did record about 6.5, 7 minutes of this, and I thought it was kind of, you know, at least it shows us a decent lava pit, and that there is actually lava coming out Cynthia says, I'm a lavaholic. Yeah, a lot of us are. Paul, man, be right back. Phone call. Jane Bench, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board, Jane. Who else did I miss? I think I got everybody else. Lisa P. Frampton, we got? Yeah, okay. Frosty username. I miss Nar. You know what? I miss Nar too. Ragnar was such a nice volcano, and I really, really do want to see that again. Oh, Leo says another comment. This time he didn't retract it. It says, oink. Leo, you can use the emojis if you like. The oink one that's in there. You have access. Karen also made it in. Welcome, Karen. Good to see you. And there he's got it. Oink oink. Right on, Leo. That's the way to use it. The tools of the trade. Daryl R also in the house, and good chilly afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it is actually quite cold here. Minus 16 degrees Celsius for our daytime high today. So it's not bad at all. As far as when you want to be in a deep freeze, this is the place to come. Mind you, if you wait a little while, I'm sure it'll get colder. Yeah, very, very cold. Anyway, yeah, and lots of snow too. Even the bunnies are saying it's a little too cold. They don't mind it being, -5 or something. Okay, I'm back to sleep. Would love to stay longer, but the day's starting early for me. Stromboli, the second, and another great stream. Thank you, and thanks, Yvonne. You get some rest, and yeah, I wouldn't mind some pictures of Stromboli. Hint, hint. Have a very, very good night, Yvonne, and all the best. Sleep well, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, take care. And okay, so Yvonne is going to bed, and of course Yvonne is our volcanologist here, one of them anyway. There are several, but she is in there, and we do really appreciate her wisdom and knowledge, especially when it gets into Etna. That's one that she really, really likes, I guess. I don't think she likes Stromboli as much. Stromboli is mean to her. Okay, on that note, let's see what else we got here. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is doing what it's doing, and I'm not seeing too much else popping out of this thing. No monsters, no big piles of lava, but I just figured I'd throw this up, and we do have that pit up there, and that's what we are seeing. So anyway, let me see if we can have a look at some of the other stuff out there, and this is one of the Alaskan ones. Let me see which one I'm on. Yep, I am on good old... did I get that from today? Let me look at the current picture. Okay, current picture is this. And we will let the last 12 hours go by here, and we'll see if we get a fairly decent shot out of this. And as Mars 2028 mentioned there, there is some shots in here that you can actually see it. So yeah, there. Well, I seen one or two. Yeah, we can back that up a little bit and take a look. That looks not bad. That as well, very good. Wow, Leo Carlson throws in a 30.99. That is awesome, Leo. Thank you kindly. Wow. Thank you again, Doc. This is the best stream. Appreciate you and everyone here. Oink oink. Off to work again. Okay, Leo. Thank you kindly and really do appreciate the wonderful super chat. Awesome support. Thank you. And $30.99 Australian. And that is an excellent super chat. Thank you kindly, sir, and stay safe, enjoy work, and hopefully everything will be good there. Okay, I'm going to back this up just a little bit more because I did see there was one where we've seen a little bit of plumage coming out the left side. So definitely had a little bit of an eruption there, and then the other ones were bad pictures. So that kind of gives us what's going on there at our wonderful semi there. And this is the current picture for Great Sitkins, and let's see what our UFO eyes are looking at today. And nope, nothing worthwhile. Everything in the distance is definitely covered. And of course we're off to Pavlov, and we are going to take a look at that. Last 12 hours, let's see what we got there, and hopefully there's a picture or two that we can look at, or it's all snow again. And oh, well, we almost had something there. Not quite sure. It looks like land or water. But that's all we're getting out of Alaska today. So that's not so great. Anyway, let's go have a quick peek at some of the other volcanoes around the world. And of course, we all know who that is. And that, of course, is Mount Fuji. And that looks really, really nice today. Nice and clear. And as I mentioned yesterday, that snow was really starting to melt. Really noticeable down in the town areas, and a lot less of the white stuff there. So pretty cool looking. We'll pop over to Sakurajima, and very, very little smoke coming out of Sakurajima. So it probably is going quiet for a while. So I'm not going to worry about that guy so much. Let's have a look at Taal. And there is Taal, and that is from Madam Rutsa feed, and we don't have the other side yet. That one wasn't on, and I do believe our attendant is actually away for some reason. He put up a video about some other stuff they were doing and some rainstorm they were showing. And let's pop over here real quick. Still a nice view, and we even have buffalo down on the bottom left hand side. And this is in Yellowstone National Park, and this is the Yellowstone geyser area. I don't know whether they call it a geyser field or what it is, but we all know Yellowstone is a super volcano, and as long as there's steam coming, I don't think we need to worry about a super eruption. And that is, yes, steamy Buffa Squatch. Okay, Linda Schoof says Buffa Squatch. I don't know. Buffalo Squatch. I'm going to leave it alone. And I want to get back on my other screen, though. I want to see if we can find that other Taal, if that's on yet. No, he's still not on. Yeah, it was, they were in Manila is where they were, and he posted a video about heavy rain in Manila. So that's gone for a couple of days, and we will probably see more of that feed in the future. And let's see, where else can we go? Let us take a look and see what we got here. And that's a lot of extra stuff on the screen there with those charts and everything. And wow. Okay, top right, or sorry, top left, Sumeru, of course. Top right, Krakatoa. And we definitely see what's happening there. So some smoke coming out there, and we have the smoke coming out here going in this direction. And this guy here, I am not familiar with this. We'll have to take a look and see what that is. Same with this one. This is awful cloudy, very hard to tell what it is. And this one, not sure if that's a little bit of smoke coming off the top or not. But we will get back to that later on in life. Let's take a look at this. And this is our friend Merapi. And I actually want to go back in time a little bit. And we can on this one if I get over to the right spot. And what I'm interested in is, you see this cloud up here? This is quite interesting, and if we go look at it on the other side, it's there. But if we back that up a bunch, and let's see how far I need to go. There, it's actually a lot more prominent when it was still dark, and you can see it's literally, it's a hat. And this is a lenticular cloud that is really sticking up top there, which is pretty awesome to see. And let's see, if we go back a little bit more, it had multiple layers to it. And that's kind of what it looked like earlier, but you could also see that Merapi was actually throwing out some lava at that point in time. So when you see these, this is unique. And a lot of you might say, hey, you know, how come you always bring up this lenticular cloud thing? To be quite honest, guys, most people in the world have never seen a lenticular cloud, or if they have, they've automatically said it's a UFO. And that's why I'm amazed with these clouds. I think they are wonderful and truly a work of art from nature, really. And it's neat and interesting to see it, and I do like it. Yeah, gotta have big mountains. Well, Sarah, yeah, you do need bigger, taller mountains, but you can actually get lenticular clouds forming on smaller ones as well. If you have the right wind and the right heat source. So that is something that I really like that. Very interesting. I've never heard this, okay, heard of it before. I wonder what the Swedish word for them are. Maria, I am not sure what that would be. Let me just, I'm gonna just type in my translate here and see if I can come up with a Swedish word for it. Why is this trying to hang on, I'm looking to translate it to Swedish. There, okay, so lenticular Informic in Swedish, Informic, and I'll put it in the chat here so you can see. Informic is what it is in Swedish. There you go, Maria. Hopefully that will help you out, and that is very, very interesting. Oh, it's just a Latin word. Okay, it could be a Latin word. Yeah, Informic. Anyway, that's what it turned into. Anyway, I thought it was just awesome looking to see that that cloud. And when we go back a little bit earlier, you can see how the cloud was actually shaped and doing its thing here. You know, it's really quite neat. And then, of course, the clouds were billowing just the right way to really make this kind of stand out and unique. It's an ointicular cloud. Pop it released. Uh oh. I'm gonna put you on something. We'll put you right here. And okay, Pop it is running. Oh, yikes. I'm gonna hide. All right, you guys. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Please do hit that like button if you haven't done so yet. And of course, if you are new and you haven't subscribed yet, you like the format and everything else, and you feel we've earned that subscription, by all means do hit that button. If you need to know when the times are for the stream, have a look down below, and you can take a look in the description and find it there. On that note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in cold Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm going for a 5-minute break, and when I come back, we will look at bacon seeds, and then we'll go from there. Don't go away. I'll be back. All right, the microphone is back on, and welcome to the new people that snuck in here. I see Joe Sunflower is back, and Bill Paget, welcome. Glad to have you guys on board. And did I say Sarah Miles? Of course I did. And let's see, going up here, trying to see if I missed a couple of other names. Going, and I think we got most of you good people. So, all right, all good. Kate says, oh, okay, Kate's saying hi to Joe. Not a problem. All right, so I did promise bacon seeds, and let us get over to the bacon seeds in a short order. As soon as the software switches, and we should be on. By the way, I did have some people, even though I put the first bacon seed up there, some people were asking me if I can put myself on the screen a little bit more, like what I had done yesterday. And I will definitely consider doing that. I do need to figure out, though, the microphone issues here. And so it's going to take a little bit of testing and mucking around, but I don't have a problem with putting myself on there a little bit more because it kind of makes it a little bit more interactive with you guys. So, and yep, somebody is saying Easter bacon seed. Well, you guys always wondered who makes the eggs. It's not the bunnies. It's the pigs that are working on making the eggs. The chickens make them, the pigs color them, and the bunnies are the delivery guys. Okay. Your other mic is fine, Doc. Okay, thanks, Bob. But people were saying that it was not doing as good as this microphone, and maybe they're kind of just listening to this one and thinking, hey, that sounds better than the other one. So anyway, I'm trying to find out where my next one is here, and that is this guy. And of course, when we see that guy, we have to go, all right, what are you looking like that for? And I know this particular pig is going to have a nap attack. That's what he's doing. He's saying, I'm having a nap attack. And I know for sure he is, because there he goes. He's having a nap attack. So she means business. Well, she means she's having a nap attack. I love it. And anyway, let's carry on to the next one. And there we go, some real bacon seeds, and very awesome. And that little piggy looks just cute. That's a younger version of that other one. And here's our last but not least, piggies in a basket. And you always want to go shopping with those guys. And they definitely are pretty awesome to see. So, yep, Grandma B, very young. And, yeah, ginger seeds, if you want to call them that. Absolutely. So, looking pretty good. Anyway, those are the bacon seeds for today, and that is all cool. And right now I just wanted to pop back over here and see what's going on. And why is that shifted a little bit? Something is not quite right there, but that's better. Or is it? No, that's closer. Okay, something has changed again, but that's all right. Anyway, Fuego, not doing so good right now. It looks awful wobbly and out of focus. So we will leave Fuego where it is. We know it is erupting. So Okay, somebody said buffering badly. I'm looking at a very solid output here. So if you are buffering, it's got to be on the other end of things. Anyway, in this Popocatepetl, if you take a look and you can kind of see right at the rim of the crater, we do have a glow happening there. And I don't think my mouse shows up there. Let me see if we can fix that. Okay, right there. If you take a look, you can see that reddish glow in here. So we know that there's lava in this thing. I want it to come out though. So hopefully it will one of these days. And this is the view from the other side, of course. And that looks pretty awesome. So we will hopefully see some action from Popocatepetl in the near future. I'm off to make dinner, says Frosty username. Still lurking. Okay, no problem. And that is great. Linda says, turn up the heat. Yes, we need it to come out of there and spew and things like that. Could the shaking at Fuego be caused by volcanic earthquakes? On occasion, Mars 2028, but not continuously the way it is. It is definitely throwing things for a loop as far as that wind blowing in there. And you got to remember, these things are 1,200 or 12,000 feet tall. Roughly, and for that one, I think it's 12,346, if I recall, and that's in feet. So yeah, that is not a small hill. 12,000 feet, you almost need oxygen up there. So that's kind of what you got to be looking at. Although from this side we do see that Popocatepetl is erupting. Fuego is 12,000 feet, right? But this one, I'm actually not sure how tall Popocatepetl is. I will find out though in the future. I'm curious about the heights of these things, and we do like it. And yeah, we do see the extra stuff coming out of here. And it is definitely headed upward. And if we go back to the other view, oh, it changed to black and white, and you can see that glow a whole bunch better. And that's what we're seeing there. So maybe we're going to see some lava fly out of this thing. That would really, really be nice for in the future. Anyway, let's carry on to the other volcanoes, and we are looking at Merapi, and it's still got some neat clouds hanging around it, but not as tight as they were before, and it is not doing anything as far as the eruption state. When we go here, we find that this particular one, we see a Sumeru top left, Krakatoa top right. Both of them are off-gassing just a little bit, and then the other two mystery volcanoes, which I have to figure out for later on in life here. So that looks pretty awesome. And if we go to our next place of interest, oh, hang on, we'll get to that in a second. We'll do Hawaii first, and then we're going to go over to our earthquake map for around the world, and I have a slightly different map, and who the heck threw it in there? I think it might have been Oz, and yeah, it was Oz that had the other map, and I'm going to throw that one up and keep a look at it as well. Because it does show some of the other earthquakes in different places a little bit better than the USGS. USGS seems to be lacking a few now and again. So anyway, Hawaii. Let's go over to Hawaii. And this was at 2:51 a.m. Hawaii time. and that was the close look at that's where most of that material is coming out of this vent here, little cone that we have on the side of the pit, and it is flowing down into the reservoir here, and then flowing outward into the lava lake. So if we refresh this guy and give you a daytime shot of it, and you can see exactly that. At least the wind isn't blowing the smoke right at the camera today, and we can actually see a little bit more. Looks pretty awesome. When we go over to the next picture again, 2:55 a.m., and we will go here and look at the lake at present, and you see the edges, they're down a little bit, but not that much. So we do still have quite a bit of magma in there, and it does look like we have a little bit of a pond happening there as well. So that's real neat. This particular image, this is the other camera, and I'm not sure what's going on. I'm trying to update it, and it just keeps showing me the same picture, and I may have to see what's going on with that link. Going over here, this is our thermal map, and that gives you a pretty good idea. We've got some hot spots on the far side of the crater, and we see that, and of course this stuff here, a lot of lava now behind here, and this makes for an interesting point. Is the lava actually flowing in this way? If the spout hole here closes up, will it start flowing from there? And if so, they're going to have to reset that camera a little bit so we can get a better view of it. And of course, this is what it looks like at present. So it gives you a whole bunch more lava in the background here, as well as we can see that level is rising over on this side. Especially when you can see the very yellowy and the lighter orange colors in there, that's indicating a lot more heat. So we definitely have a lot more lava on that side. And let us pop over to this map, and of course this is the USGS map, and of course they took that other feature away that we can scroll through with our mouse, so we can't anymore. Anyway, Hawaiian island chain, and that's what we're looking at. Honolulu is right there on Oahu. Maui Mi, who is here, lives on, well, Maui Mi is here in the stream, but Maui Mi lives on that island. And then, of course, actually, Paulzilla lives over here on this one now. He used to live over here, but he moved. And then our good friend Two Pineapples lives somewhere right around where the L is on Kilauea. roughly, just, you know, approximated. Anyway, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. And so they're saying this is Lohihi. It's more like a Loihi. But okay, that is our seamount. We don't see anything fresh and new right there. If we zoom in a little bit more, our cluster of earthquakes that we see is still continuing and hasn't stopped, and that keeps going forever and ever. When we sneak over and look at Mauna Loa, we only see yellow and white spots, telling us that there is not a lot happening. Let's teleport this chat to Hawaii. You know, Jarvis, I'm ready. Beam me up or down or whatever. Lohihi. Paulzilla. Lohihi. Oh, bless you, Paulzilla. I know you're sneezing. Kind Heart, welcome from Manhattan, New York City, as as an island similarities. Who's in charge? Yeah. Who's in charge of what? Which part? And the volcano. You can go talk to Paulzilla. He'll tell you all about it. Anyway, oh, we see somebody that needs to be removed there. And let me zoom in, and I'm sure one of the wonderful mods will nail that. Piggy nailed it. Good stuff. Doc is in charge in here. I plead insanity. I plead insanity. I don't want to be in charge. Anyway, we've zoomed in on Kilauea, and that gives you a pretty good idea what it looks like there. I'm still wondering if we can change that map to look like something else. Earthquakes, volcanoes, measurements. How about what do we got in here? Local time depth. No, I want to see what we got. Earthquake plots and areas. What's this one do? Volcano, no. Regions. How about, no, I want to have it like a satellite map. Okay. No, doesn't want to do that. All right. If we click that, it goes away. All right. In here, though, you have seismometers you can take a look at and zoom in on and see what's happening if you like that site. And that definitely helps you out. As well as you have 4 cameras here, and then there's a bunch of other cameras. If you go looking around, you can find them. I think there's 1 or 2 over at Mauna Loa. Hang on, I'm trying to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, like these guys here, and that gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on there. And yes, you see snow at Mauna Loa. And that is actually that was a picture from February 19th, so that's actually 3 days old. But some of the sites weren't updated. I think there's 2 cameras here, or 3 if I remember correctly. And here's a different look at their thermal. And the thermal, of course, is hit very hard with the delta T being set quite low. In other words, the ambient temperature. So the warmer stuff really starts to glow, and that is what your lava lake actually looked like there at Mauna Loa. It's not super hot. It's not cooking. This is not liquid lava. It's just the way the camera is set. So anyway, let's get out of that. We'll shut that one off. You guys can definitely have a look at it. And again, these other items that you have here, you can certainly go in and take a look at GPS, tilt meters, gas meters, and so on. That is all there, and you can get at it very quickly by just following through that link, the Hawaii map link that we have set up. And other cameras over here as well, if you guys want to have a look at them. And it kind of shows you where some of those wonderful lava flows were and what it looks like. So pretty neat to see those. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that looks really barren and desolate, and nothing is growing. That's a fresh lava field. Couple more years and we'll see palm trees popping out of here. That would really be cool. Okay, so again, you guys have access to that yourselves, so if you wish to go have a look at it, you are more than welcome to do that. And let's pop over here. We see a little bit more in the lines of buffalo running around, and steaming stuff from our good old National Park Service in Yellowstone National Park. And I'm seeing nobody warned me yet. They didn't release the poppet. Oh, I think Piggy is getting ready to release the poppet. I got to be careful this time around. Last time I was 2 minutes late and I got a bite in my leg. Anyway, I'm gonna double check and see if our other side of the all equation was working yet. And is that stream up yet? No. So to all is still the fuzzy one, and that way we won't be going over there. And I think I'm going to leave it on our buffalo here for right now. And while I go for a break, and that'll all be cool. And just want to throw in here, thank you everyone for being here so far. We have another half hour to come yet in the show, and we want to keep everything. What? Dr. Fox Piggy did. Uh-oh. 2-minute warning. She's, yeah, Maria, she's gonna get me. I'm gonna have to be very, very careful. $, what? For sailor, shut down, minus R plus 5 equals Pepsi. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what that equation will get you there, Force Sailor, but all cool. Anyway, for those good people who have not yet hit the like button, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing, by all means do. It really does help out with our YouTube analytics. Of course, our goal is to try to get it up to about 200 likes per stream. We see it at 142, which is up there already, but it is getting good. Pop it in charge while I sleep. Okay. And for those others who are new to the stream, and if you feel that we've earned that shot, please do hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification. And yeah, I did get the email, and let me double check that email. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna try to get that one on there. It's just some of those aren't. Hang on, I'm gonna try saving it. I will show that after and see what happens if we can. Trev, no worries. And anyway, for those people who are interested in when the stream is on, you can take a look down below in the description, and that will tell you what's going on. And what the heck is going on here? I'm watching a couple of bunnies go crazy. Oh no, we got bunnies doing weird things in our field. It's all right. Anyway, I'm gonna go take that break. I'm gonna go double check the bunnies real quick, and I think they moved the camera over to Old Faithful because Old Faithful will shoot up a storm right away. And on that note, it is break time. So please don't go away. More to come, and we will do things. Oh, Dr. Love, my new bale of hay. Oh, good, Piggy. I'm glad you are enjoying it. And I'll see if I can throw that one on the screen too. She was scared of that other bale of hay, and I sent her new bales of hay, which she should be good with for her sty. On that note, I'll be back in 5, you guys. Don't go anywhere. Keep smiling. Joseph Field has returned. Where the heck is Joseph? I didn't see Joseph. Welcome, Joseph, wherever you are. And glad to have you on board. If you are here. Thanks, Cynthia. Okay, I'm going to get off of here. Going to take my break, and I will be back. All right, and I've got the microphone back on, and welcome back, all you good people. I'm glad to have everyone on board yet, and love to see that Old Faithful is continuing to do its wonderful duty. At least the best stream in the whole world, if you ask me. Okay, thank you, Maria. I do appreciate that. That's excellent. And love it. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to mention, like I said, and I think I mentioned this earlier here, was because yesterday I did that little bit of a stint with the webcam and showing myself and that kind of thing. We will be doing more of that in the future. So that is something that you know, I got a lot of positive feedback on, and people liked it. So definitely going to be trying to get myself on the camera a little bit more while I'm doing this. The reason I didn't do it today is I'm still trying to work out the microphone issue. Even though when I do turn the microphone off somehow, some way, it is still on. And I'm not sure where the setting is for that, so we will figure that out. Sarah Miles put in the weather for Yellowstone, and that is a good thing to do. Yellowstone National Park is just as cold as we are here. Minus 18 degrees Celsius, 0 Fahrenheit. And winds blowing from the north at 6 miles per hour or 10 kilometers per hour, and that is what it's like there. And it is pretty much at dusk, so the visibility starts to break down a little bit. Anyway, we've seen that, and we like it. Let's just pop around to the other volcanoes real quick and see what's happening. Back to Fuego for a second, and we will see what that one looks like. Gaming headphones. Maria, I don't like having headphones on at all. I despise doing that, so it's difficult with trying to wear headphones and do everything that I'm doing here, unfortunately. So I do have some really nice headphones. I actually have several different ones with microphones, and none of them are all that great as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, we are not seeing that much of a result from Popocatepetl. I want to just pop over there. It is buffering on the one side of it, the other one is not, but we are definitely lit up quite well up top. And now that one's buffering too. Okay, so they may be having some difficulties with their signal down there, but as you can see, that is quite light, so we know that there has to be a lot of lava to be able to light that up. And let's carry on to our next one. And of course, this is Merapi, Merapi with the Rapi clouds. Gotta love it. It looks pretty good. Yep, throwing out ideas. Popocatepetl is 5,426 meters tall. So if you multiply that by 3, that gets you to 16,000 feet. That's a pretty big volcano. So that's pretty awesome. 17,000 feet. Okay, 17,000, that is awful big. In other words, if you're going up to the top, you will need oxygen. Okay, anyhow, Merapi doing its thing. The other screen here that we have, we do see some funky looking cloud, some kind of a cloud monster. I'm not sure what that is. When we look at this here, Maybe it's the flying spaghetti monster in disguise. I have no idea, you guys. What do you think? Anyway, that's happening at Sumeru. And of course, over here at Krakatoa, we see that it is off-gassing, doing its thing. Dr. Fox and everyone, I must go close shop, pick up Mum's meds. All right, Paulzilla, not a worry. You take care, buddy. Fluffticular cloud. That's a fluffticular cloud? Okay, that's a new one, Pavel, but I wasn't aware of that one. And pretty cool. Let's see. What else we got on our agenda? So we have that one. We looked at that. Wanted to get back over to have another quick peek at Sakurajima and see if that is still quiet or if that's changed. And it is indeed quiet. We're not seeing any major activity, and of course there we got some funny clouds again building up on the side, one side of the side that doesn't have the wind blowing up on it. So wind's coming from this direction up and over the hill, and then you get the condensation happening right here and creating the clouds. So anyway, that's Mount Fuji in Japan. Gives you a pretty good idea of what they're like. And let's get into some earthquakes from the earthquake map here. And we will take a look at the USGS earthquake map first. And when we zoom around real quick, first thing we notice, of course, they did show that one in Iceland, but they have it listed as a 5, and it was downgraded to 4.8, which is fine. I mean, that's pretty darn close. And of course, we still have the one that's here, and I thought that was actually in Bolivia. Is it Bolivia? It's actually in Argentina. Very close though. And when we go up around, we see we do have a swarm continuing in Alaska and all the way along the Aleutian Islands and so on. Nothing too new in the Pacific Rim region. We do see this guy. This is another one out by Hunga Tonga, and that is a 5.5. So that is interesting to see, but it's not going to make much of a difference. That happened in the wee hours of the morning, 3:44 a.m. Their time. So, and of course, some more earthquakes here in the, I guess we call it Indonesian area, right at the end of East or Java. So right in there, nothing major, 4.7. They would have felt it, but not anything great. And that's kind of all we see for those right now. We did have that one down here, and that was a 5, and then there's another one here somewhere. This one was a 6.3, and that's getting a little bit aged now as well. So boy, that doesn't want to zoom out just a little bit. It wants to zoom out a whole bunch. There we go. That was half a zoom. Okay, we'll leave it at that on this one. I wanted to throw La Palma on here for a second. I'm going to refresh this one though, and we will see what that does. And I did have a new earthquake map that we will look at fairly shortly. Okay, so by refreshing it took one of the earthquakes out that we seen earlier, but just wanted to make note that we do have a couple here, and it looks a little interesting. This guy here, 2.1, and that is, does it have a depth written on there? 2.1, 11 kilometers down. So that's kind of neat. This guy here, 2.4, and the 2.4 is 26 kilometers down. So kind of makes a guy go, And then these little guys, I'm sure that they were surface ones, 1.8. If we look in the list here, we see it right there. It doesn't show a depth. That's kind of odd. And if we zoom in a little bit more, we can see some of the other things. This right here is about where Cumbre Vieja is, and I'm thinking that these are some of the settling cracks, or as the weight of everything is finally subsiding. It's probably creating a few shakes here and there because of that material setting itself into place. Things will collapse after a little while and stuff like that. So that is what it looks like there. Now, the other thing, okay, I did say I was going to go look at the volcano map right away, but I do have that other new earthquake map, and that is this one. And no, it is not of Kilauea, but EMSC is the name of the site. And that I am going to be putting a link in for that one. And the reason I want to do that is because it shows some of the other earthquakes. The map isn't as nice, but it does show some of the other earthquakes around the world, and gives you a pretty good idea of what is there. And again, here you can see, you can change from aerial to street view, that kind of thing. But it does have some of these other ones that you can click on and just bring them up. Like that 6 that we had in Argentina. And it's the Jujuy region. And that's pretty cool. So you guys can take a look at that. And I will actually, I'll drop that link in the chat right now. So if anybody is interested in that, that's what this link is. And it's there now, so you guys can always have a look at it. But I will put that in at, and I'm not sure if I'm going to just call it EM Quakes or something. And that way we'll get that in the future here. So that'll be pretty cool, and that is pretty awesome to be able to use that. So one of the things that I found though was we weren't getting some of them that we were looking at, like this guy here in Australia, 3.6. It wasn't showing up on the other maps very easily, and I wondered what the heck is going on. And Oz was the one who actually sent me this link, or told me about the EMSC. So I went and looked it up and decided, well, let's get in there and we'll see what we can do. We looked at this swarm before here, and we still see it's out there. There's sizable quakes, so something definitely could be happening underneath that area still. And I'm going to let you guys peruse that at your leisure. And of course, there is that map, and you can see all the ones around Europe. I'm still not 100% sure on how it's set here, for how many days or how the duration is, but majority of everything I'm seeing is within 1 or 2 days of when we actually see it. So we'll find out a little bit more. But if you guys want to play with it, and like I say, I put that link in there, and you guys are more than welcome to do that. Earthquake, the other one, and volcano map together, and of course that looks pretty awesome. And we don't see anything really new, and here's that 6.3 on there. Hunga Tonga, of course, they're still showing as in a simmer state. In other words, it could go again at any point in time, really. And speaking of Hunga Tonga, that caldera underneath, they're still unsure how large that caldera has become. And I guess the visibility under the water isn't so great. and they're not getting very accurate readings when they're going around it. So it's going to be interesting to see once they do figure it out, and how large it is, and if they're where the actual floor has gotten to, right? And apparently these earthquakes that they've been seeing in that area, the experts are saying that this is actually magma refilling that lava chamber that's underneath, or that magma chamber that's underneath it, that was partially emptied during the big blast and eruption, which was then sealed off, right? So that would be pretty cool, and if it goes again. Anyway, we do see the other ones. We do see a lot of earthquakes up there as usual. They did mark the 4.8 on here, which is really good, and unlike the USGS, who didn't downgrade it yet. But that's pretty cool and pretty awesome. I'm just watching the time here, guys. I want to move over to the weather map and the SO2 map, and I will pop onto that. I'm going to do a refresh on the SO2 real quick, just to make sure it's still doing its thing. First thing that pops up is Cyclone Amnati making landfall over Madagascar, and that is the first thing that came up as a notification here. So let's have a look at it, and come on, change already. I'm waiting for this thing to change while I was yakking. Let's see. Uh-oh, what the heck is going on? Yeah. Joseph, maybe for right now, let Arizona Snowman handle those, and that would be good. He's pretty quick at it, so let's try to do that for now, Joseph. Thanks. Anyway, looking at the SO2 levels and so on, our big concern, of course, was in Europe and that area, where we can see where Mount Etna is on Sicily here, and of course over the other islands here we got Stromboli and Volcano, and we can definitely see that we have this off-gassing and it's curling around, and this is kind of the same thing it was doing when it first started. Actually, I think it was going around here and then going up. Now it's going way deep down and then coming back up. But it seems to be going around everything, and places like where Piggy lives. And by the way, she went to sleep. She emailed me, said she's got to sleep. So Kos is actually getting very, very clear air. So that's actually really neat to see. And this is actually cycling around here. So we'll probably see a little bit more of a build-up in this general area. But you can see a lot of that has moved over there, and that is from yesterday's eruption. Most of that has moved that way. So that's what's off-gassed to that area, and gives you a pretty good idea of what's happening there. When we zoom in here, again, Central America, and those areas. So we know we've got Fuego in Guatemala, and we've got a couple others here. Costa Rica has that other volcano there off-gassing, and I do believe it's in Nicaragua where we have another one. This one here, this plume coming up a little bit more hot and heavy from the one in Colombia, and I'm wondering if that guy is erupting again. Because otherwise it wouldn't be as heavy, right? And of course this is just an offshoot of everything coming off of the coast here, because we do have several other volcanoes in that area. And getting over to in here, let's see, of course New Zealand down in the bottom here, And as we move up, this is Hunga Tonga and or Tonga location, and you can see it's still off-gassing somewhat. Vanuatu over here definitely still doing its thing, and we've got more stuff coming off of here as well. Definitely we'll be looking into finding out what's going on there. When we get into Indonesia, of course, Java, and you can see Sumeru down on the bottom, middle is Merapi, and then this other end here is where Krakatoa is doing its thing. And we get into here, into the Philippines, and that is Taal Lake, with Taal volcano right in the center of it. And that is also off-gassing a whole bunch. So that kind of gives you what the lowdown is for most of the SO2 factors that are going on. Again, this guy here, DR Congo, that's definitely from an earthquake as well. Or sorry, from a volcano, I mean, and my bad. Anyway, I did have the weather map put back in here, but I'm going to see if I can refresh this because it's not as fresh as it could be. We're about 2 hours later. There we go. And that will give us a more accurate weather forecast. And I'm looking at some of this stuff. We still have a lot of wind coming in into these areas, and a lot of cold. Iceland definitely in the double-digit lows for the most part, and some of the very, very cold streaming air coming down through here, just blasting through, really. If we take a look at wind speed, I'm sure we will see 112, 116, yeah, 120 kilometers an hour. Yeah, that's moving right in there. Yeah, you don't want to be up there. 119, 121 kilometers an hour. That's pretty strong wind, you guys. And poor guys out there in Greenland. And anyway, again here, bottom tip of Greenland as well. Well over the 100 kilometer an hour mark as far as the winds blowing through there. So I hope this calms down and dissipates a little bit, because that, if it came in the form of a storm and went in towards Europe, it would really, really make a mess. North America is not looking quite as bad as far as wind speeds. If we look at the temperature, so we see that it had the Arctic low has dipped down all the way into the US quite far, and we do see some -40 temperatures right around the top end of Hudson Bay, of course, here in Canada. So getting a little bit on the cold side, and Siberian area, actually Siberia is more here, is actually kind of warm, but this other area here, not too many people up there, so not too worried about it. Our equatorial stuff all looking pretty good, and when we zoom in here, we can see that storm is sitting right on top of it definitely did make landfall. Madagascar is getting that storm again. So coastal winds 93, 94. Yeah, that's pretty steep. 95 kilometers an hour. Definitely going to do some damage down there. Hopefully they are all ready and set for it. So yeah, there's flooding in Brazil, and but you know, I don't know if we put it on precipitation. Brazil, of course, in the rainforest, this is pretty much normal for Brazil. You start chopping all the trees down and the rains keep coming, well, guess what? The trees, what used to take the water in, are no longer there. So you chop the tree down and you wonder why your land is now being washed away. is self-explanatory. So leave the rainforest alone and don't chop it down, and you won't have floods everywhere. And looking at some of the other stuff, the storms, we have a little bit of stuff in the central U.S., or sorry, western U.S. states, and we definitely have some stuff on the eastern side. Ooh, fog and ice rain and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that'll really make everybody's day. And let's see, if we go out, I think the rest of them are pretty straightforward. A little bit of storming in Australia, and out in the oceans, of course, you see all kinds of little storms. Indonesian area here again, quite a bit, and the Papua New Guinea, and those areas also having a little bit of stormy weather. And when you get up here, we see this big circular problem there, which will probably come up and into Alaska as well. We'll see what happens. I know I'm already overtime here, but that's okay. You guys are good people. You deserve a little bit of overtime. And let's see what our volcanoes look like. TRVD, welcome, and you're getting in right at the end of the show. And there's Popocatepetl that simmered down a little bit and got a little bit more accurate. So, yeah, that's Maui Me, that's about right. And it is one of those things. They are taking a lot of the trees out of the Amazon, and they shouldn't. And you know, I mean, I understand they're wonderful hardwoods and stuff that they have there, but to chop it down, it's just like very poor management, right? So yeah, greed. And anyway, I don't want to get into the political side of things and what is wrong, but facts are facts. A lot of that material is being chopped down, a lot of those jungle trees, and that is creating problems. They're not replanting them, they're making farmers' fields out of it. So that is really going to change the climate on the planet, right? Because you're throwing the ecosystem for a loop, and what you had before is definitely going to change. So anyway, I am going to leave it at that. I don't know if this is moving. Yeah, it's moving a little bit. I don't think there's really anything else. I don't want to put it back on Fuego, although Fuego is erupting. It's still so shaky that even my eyes can't handle it. So anyway, on that friendly note, I think, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to look at setting the evening aside and saying that this is all there is. And I am going to put my list back on here as soon as I can get to it. And we will run the wonderful list of our supporters, and then we will call it a wonderful evening for everyone. Julie B, I didn't see you earlier, but welcome. Amazon is very well, by the way. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, oh, I'm gonna copy that. Oh, that's not working. Copy. There we go. I clicked it. We got it. And I want to go to scene 16 and paste it. And we will delete that one and add it. And turn it on. And we will put our wonderful supporters on the screen. So all those good people that you see that are oh, hang on, something's not working with this. I think I need to reset it. Let me copy, remove, paste. Is it working this time? Yeah, I think it works this time. Anyway, if you don't happen to see your name in here, please let me know. I think I've got most of you in here. Somebody had mentioned Geoplanet Jane wasn't in the list, and I thought she was. And I had put her in the list, and hopefully she is in there now. And I do apologize if I have missed someone's name, but I'm just looking to make sure that Geoplanet Jane is in here as well. And if she is not, then there's a problem with the size of the buffer. And she's not. What the heck is going on? I wonder if there's a limitation to how much I can put in here. Because I did put her in last night just to make sure. I'm going to see if I can do that right now. And yeah, I don't see her in here. Why is that? Okay, I gotta fix it. I'm hoping it's not an issue with the size. Okay, I added Geoplanet Jane, and let's see if it will do it now. And hopefully, anyway, all you good people that are helping and supporting the channel, we really, really do appreciate it. There it is, except for I spelled Geo wrong. Fingers are trying to type faster than the mouth can make it work. And yeah, it happens, guys. Dyslexic typist. There we go. I think we got it. Okay, on that friendly note, take care, everyone, and thank you all for being here today. I really, really do appreciate all of you. And big thank you to my super chatters, of course. That was a Boomer for $5, and Nancy Buchanan for $4.99. Thank you. And also Leo Carlson for an Australian $30.99. Do appreciate that, you guys, and thank you for the support. Definitely helps out. So great stuff. A million thanks for doing this, Dr. Fox. You are welcome, Maui Me, and a million you're welcomes back to you. So really do appreciate all of you guys helping out and putting your bits in there and everything else. It is all awesome, and I'm going to turn that off and get my thank you for watching on the screen, and I am going to say goodnight to all of you. So and of course it is Tuesday, so happy Tuesday, or what's left of it, and have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And please have like really, really a good day. May your Wednesday be filled with smiles and kind people. But it's still Tuesday, so please make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Thank you for being here, and have yourselves a wonderful night. Oink, oink. And thank you, my moderators. You guys are great. Good night, everyone. Take care. Oink, 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 oink.